everybody, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I will present you how we can create a simple Android application. For this you just need to go to the official site and to download the SDK. Then let's go in the Eclipse. Here in the Eclipse we see that we have these two buttons. First one is the Android SDK Manager, and if you will open it you can take also different tools and also different version. And for this button you can configure Android Virtual Device Manager, and this means that when you create your Android application you can test it on this Virtual Device Manager tool if you don't have a telephone. Okay, and you can also set for this Virtual Device Manager the properties. If you don't have too much memory space you can put here just 50. Okay, then we see that we want to create two simple layouts to navigate from a layout to the other layout, and we can see that the first layout looks like this. This is the graphical layout. Of course we can also look in the XML, and in the XML it's the code definition for this graphical layout, and then in the second view it's just a button and the code look like this. Okay, now when we create this layout we will see we need also to create a manifest XML, and in the manifest XML we specified that the first class launcher it's this one, and we can see that this is a class, because for every layout you need to define an activity class, and then you specify here the name of the class, also the package path, and then you specify if it is the first one which will launch the application or it's a default one, depends on your navigation needs. And then in the main activity class we see that inherits the activity class, and then in the onCreate method we need to specify that this activity class has this layout. This is the binding done, and then we take the button side accordingly to the ID. We take from the air class is a generated class, and then here we can see that for this button we have defined a click action listener, and then we need to implement in this moment the anonym interface, and then we see that when we create new intent it means that we will open a new layout page. In our case we open a browser page, but we see also that on the second button, because we take the instance accordingly to the ID and calling this method, okay, and then we set an action listener, and we can see here that we create the intent to go to this class, and if we go to this class we mean that this class have also a layout for this class, and we can see that for this class it's the second view layout mapped, and then from here we just make the to go back to the first activity which has the activity main XML. Let's test the application. Now we can test our application in the Virtual Device Manager. We can see that it is not horizontal, it's vertical, but this can be changed very easy from a setting, and we don't want to call the first button to go to a web browser page. We call the second button, and we see that we go in the second layout. Also we can press this button to go back, but also we can click on the button, our accordingly business logic. So this was the first tutorial creating a simple application. If you have any question you can subscribe me here. Have a nice day. Bye.